Kendall Jenner smiled for the cameras while hiding something almost nobody knew. To millions of people around the world, Kendall Jenner has what many would call the perfect life. She is one of the highest paid supermodels in history, has worked with the biggest fashion brands on the planet, and lives a life filled with luxury, travel, and global fame. But behind every glamorous runway walk and perfectly posed photo was a reality very different from what fans saw. The smile everyone admired didn't always reflect how she truly felt. Kendall grew up in front of cameras. Unlike most children, she didn't have the chance to experience a normal childhood away from public attention. Millions of people watched her grow from a shy teenager into one of the most recognizable faces in the entertainment industry. Every haircut became news. Every relationship became gossip. Every mistake became a headline. Imagine trying to discover who you are while the entire world is judging every decision you make. For Kendall, that pressure became part of everyday life. When she decided to pursue modeling, many people believed her famous family would make everything easy. But instead of receiving support, she faced criticism from the very beginning. People accused her of getting opportunities because of her last name. Many claimed she hadn't earned her success. Every runway appearance sparked online debates. Every magazine cover came with thousands of comments questioning whether she deserved it. While the world focused on privilege, very few noticed the pressure she was carrying behind the scenes. Then something happened that Kendall rarely spoke about publicly. She began experiencing severe anxiety, not ordinary nervousness, real panic attacks. In interviews and on episodes of The Kardashians, Kendall has described waking up in the middle of the night feeling like she couldn't breathe. Her heart would race and she feared something terrible was happening. Despite all the success surrounding her, her own mind became one of her toughest opponents. The difficult part? Almost nobody could tell. She continued walking fashion shows for the world's biggest designers. She smiled during interviews. She appeared at glamorous events. From the outside, everything looked perfect. That's one of the biggest misconceptions about fame. People often assume money, success, and popularity protect someone from emotional struggles. But mental health doesn't care how famous you are. It doesn't care how much money you have or how many followers are watching. Anxiety can affect anyone. What makes Kendall's story meaningful isn't that she struggled, it's that she eventually decided to talk about it. Speaking openly about anxiety isn't easy, especially when your entire career depends on confidence and public perception. Yet Kendall chose honesty over pretending everything was perfect. Her openness encouraged many fans to speak more openly about their own mental health. Suddenly, people stopped seeing only the supermodel. They began seeing the human being behind the designer clothes. Over time, Kendall also became more intentional about protecting her peace. She learned the importance of taking breaks, spending time with family and close friends, and avoiding the constant pressure to please everyone online. She expanded her career into business, launched successful ventures, and focused on building a life that wasn't defined only by public approval. Looking back, it's easy to admire the magazine covers, luxury campaigns, and international success. But perhaps Kendall's greatest achievement happened far away from the runway. It was learning to keep moving forward even while dealing with invisible battles. Because courage isn't always standing in front of thousands of people. Sometimes courage is simply getting out of bed after a difficult night and choosing to face another day. Kendall Jenner's story reminds us that social media only shows a tiny part of someone's life. The smiles we see online don't always tell the whole story. Behind every perfect photo could be someone fighting battles we know nothing about. So, the next time you see Kendall Jenner smiling for the cameras, remember this: that smile wasn't fake, but it also wasn't the whole story, and maybe that's the biggest lesson her journey can teach all of us.